I know most of you are long out of school, but I want to give you a quiz, all right? You didn't know there was a quiz tonight. Go ahead and bring up get that ready there. But we're going to have a quiz tonight, and you're going to self-grade this, okay? I'm going to give you the question. If you think you know the answer, just kind of like make a mental note. The answer is, and this is on the honor system, and then we'll give you the right answer, and you can just keep score how well you're doing on the quiz. So the first question on the quiz is this, and this is a practice question. This one doesn't count on your quiz, all right? So, who was the dominant ruling people nation during Jesus' time? Who was the empire that was in charge? You're not allowed to share answers. Didn't you learn that in school? Okay, the answer is Romans. Did you get that right? Very good. You're off to a good start. All right. We're going to see how smart you are tonight. All right. Question number 2. Who was the nation that was responsible for the census that brought Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem for the birth of Jesus? I'll give you a moment because the wheels are turning. You ready? You ready for this? The answer is? Romans. Did you get that one right? Very good. We have smart people, Pastor. Okay, third question. From whom did we get such words in our English language, even right here in our church? Auditorium or gymnasium? What people group did we get those words from? You want to think about that a moment?
Probably not too long.
Right? The answer is? You all are not shocked anymore. Next question. Let's see if anyone's going to get this one right. What citizenship did Paul, Pilate, and Felix have in common? They were what? Okay. What people did the Apostle Paul express a desire to preach the gospel to before he died? He wanted to preach in somewhere to a people group. You remember who that was? Very good. Very good. Next question. From whom do we get such biblical images as crowns, sports in the biblical context, armor, warfare, and even crucifixion? Where do we get those images and those concepts from? Okay. You're ahead of me. You're guessing the answer before I give the question. You're not allowed to buzz in until the question is complete. That's the way that works. From whom do we get some of our governmental ideas, such as the Senate or Republic? Where do we get that from? Okay. Daniel's prophecy, back in the book of Daniel, indicated that Babylon, Persia, Greece, and one other kingdom would arise. What is that other kingdom? It's the kingdom of the Romans. You got that one right too. Okay, one final question. This is a bonus. This one is worth twice as much for you. You ready for that? In the book of Revelation, we just studied this last year. Remember, we spent like months and months studying through Revelation together, so you know this. In the book of Revelation, from what people group does the Antichrist kingdom seem to arise? From what people group? The Romans. Very good. Okay, how many got a perfect score? I am so glad there is no prize for this quiz because I would be broke. I couldn't afford to give you all a prize tonight. Okay. Well, I did that for this reason, because starting next Sunday night, we're going to do a study entitled Very good. I got you practicing. Now, we're not going to study the book of Romans. There is a book in the Bible called Romans, but this is not what we're going to do. We're going to study the cultural and historic background and where it intersects with Scripture. Because if you just read the Bible in chronological order, read the Old Testament, when you turn from Malachi over to the New Testament, the first book of Matthew, everything's changed. Everything's different. What happened? Now, we know a little bit from our history about the Roman Empire and its rise, but you remember it says as early as the 2nd chapter of Luke, when Quirinius was governor of Syria, he was a Roman governor. The census was ordered by Caesar, and King Herod was placed on the throne because he was buddies with Caesar. Okay, he was not Jewish, but he was appointed to be the king of the Jews. And when the wise men show up and saying, "Where is he born King of the Jews?" Problems were on the way. So what we're going to do is find a number of these, both people and instances where it intersects with the Bible. This is not going to be just a history lesson, because some of you love history, some of you love culture, some of you just like, that's not your thing. But we're going to use that to be the launching point and see where it intersects with Scripture. And I've never done this before. I've done a lot of studies where we've done Jewish culture and history, because it's out of the Jewish culture and Jewish history from which Christianity is birthed. We understand that. All of the apostles were Jewish. Jesus was a Jew. Abraham, the father of this Jewish people. So we understand that. So you have that culture, but by the time you start the New Testament, the Jewish culture is nestled inside of Roman culture. So if you really want to have some portions of the Bible sort of come alive for you, I think it'll have that kind of experience. So quiz is over. You all get an A+. You all get a passing grade. You all get a gold star. What else do they do for you in school? I guess that's it. So very good. So I'm going to take a moment to introduce that to you. When you come in next week, this Sunday night anyway, it's going to look a little different up here too. So I'll give you a little teaser on. You saw where the hiding stuff was, didn't you? Okay. Don't go back that hallway, because you'll spoil the surprise. All right. Let's keep that in mind. Okay.